To create an intersection in
To
your
create
civil
an
3D,
intersection
you
in your
need two
civil
design
3D, you
alignments
need two design
and
alignments
profiles, a
and
target surface
profiles,
for daylight
a target
sub-assemblies,
surface for daylight
and you will need to
sub-assemblies,
know what
and you will
intersection
need to know
assemblies will
what
be needed.
intersection assemblies will be
The
needed.
two design alignments
The
at a
two
four-way
design
intersection
alignments at a
need to
four-way
intersect
intersection need
or
to
cross over
intersect
each other.
or cross over each other.
Depending on how you plan to grade the
Depending on how you
intersection,
plan to
one of
grade
the
the
design
intersection,
alignments
one
will
of the
need to be
design alignments
designated
will need to be
as the
designated
primary, and
as the
if you want to
primary,
maintain it,
and if you
cross
want
slopes
to
through the
maintain it,
intersection.
cross slopes through the
If you
intersection.
plan to use daylight
If you plan to
sub-assemblies
use
in your
daylight
intersection
sub-assemblies
design,
in your intersection
make sure the
design,
surface
make
you
sure that the
want to
surface
target
you want
resides
to
in the
target
drawing. You
resides
can
in the
data
drawing.
reference the
You can
surface
data
from another
reference the
drawing file
surface from
or
another
import
drawing
the
file
surface
or import the
from a
surface
LAN XML file.
from a LAN
To
XML
learn
file.
what
To
assembly
learn
intersection
what
assemblies are required, you
intersection
can use
assemblies
the
are required,
intersection
you
wizard.
can use the
In
intersection
the
wizard.
ribbon from the
In the
intersection
ribbon
tools,
from the
select
intersection tools,
create
select
intersection.
create
When
intersection.
prompted,
When
snap to the
prompted,
intersection of the
snap to
two
the
design
intersection of
alignments.
the two design
In
alignments.
this, then select the primary
Then select the
alignment.
primary
In the
alignment.
create intersection
In the
dialog
create
on the
intersection
general
dialog,
page,
on
select
the general page, select
intersection corridor type
intersection
that you want to
corridor
use for
type
your
that you
intersection.
want to use for your
You can match the
intersection.
crown
You
elevation
can
of
match the
both
crown
roads,
elevation of
or
both
you can
roads,
maintain the
or you
primary
can maintain
road's
the
crown
primary
and
road's
enforce the
crown
secondary
and
road
enforce the
profile to be
secondary road
adjusted through the
profile to be
intersection.
adjusted through the intersection.
Make your selection, then
Make your
click next
selection, then
until you
click
arrive to the
next
corridor
until you
region
arrive to
page.
the corridor region
Under the
page.
corridor region
Under the
section tab,
corridor region
you
section
will
tab,
see all of the
you will
intersection
see all of
assemblies
the
that are
intersection
required
assemblies
for your
that are
intersection
required
design.
for your intersection
If you have
design.
not already created an
If you have not
assembly,
already created an
you will
assembly,
need to create all of
you
these
will
in your
need to
drawing
create
tool
all of
file.
these in your drawing tool file.
Make a note of each section
Make
type
a
in
note of each
preparation
section
of your
type in
creating
preparation
your
of your
assemblies.
creating your
When you are
assembly.
finished,
When you are
cancel out
finished,
the intersection
cancel
wizard.
out the intersection
To
wizard.
create the intersection
To create the
assemblies,
intersection
make
assemblies,
copies of the
make
primary and
copies of the
secondary road
primary and
full
secondary road
sections.
full
Create both
sections.
of these assemblies
Create
in
both
your
of these
current drawing
assemblies
file
in your
using the
current
stop
drawing file
sub-assemblies
using the
from the
stop
Civil 3D tool
sub-assemblies
palette
from the Civil 3D
or
tool
from your
palette
custom
or
assemblies.
from your custom
The assembly
assemblies.
that is missing
The
from the
assembly
primary
that is
road
missing from
assemblies
the primary
is the
road
through
assemblies
section.
is the through
If
section.
you already copied the full
If you
section
already
assembly
copied the
onto
full
your Civil
section
3D tool
assembly onto
palette,
your Civil
you
3D
can
tool
duplicate
palette,
it in your
you can
drawing.
duplicate it in your drawing.
Once the new assembly has been added,
Once the new
remove
assembly
the
has been added,
sub-assemblies
remove
outside
the
of the travel
sub-assemblies
lanes.
outside of the travel
You
lanes.
can use the basic AutoCAD
You can
delete
use the
command
basic
to remove
AutoCAD
these
delete command to
sub-assemblies.
remove these
The
sub-assemblies.
secondary road is
The
missing
secondary road
both half
is missing
section
both half
assemblies.
section
To
assemblies.
create these,
To
drag the
create
secondary
these,
road
drag
full
the
section
secondary road
assemblies
full
onto the
section
tool palette.
assemblies onto the tool
Once the
palette.
assembly appears in your
Once
tool
the
palette,
assembly appears in your
select
tool
it
palette,
to
select
duplicate
it
it to
to
duplicate
duplicate
in
in
your
your
drawing.
half
Do this
sections.
for both half
After
sections.
the sub After the
Assemblies are placed into your
assemblies
drawing.
are placed
Remove
into
the
your
sub
drawing,
assemblies
remove the
that are on the right
sub-assemblies that
for
are
the
on the
half
right
section daylight
for the
left
half
and remove
section
the sub
daylight left
assemblies on
and
the
remove the
left for the half
sub-assemblies on
section
the
daylight
left for
right.
the half section daylight
When
right.
you're all finished
When
making
you're
your
all
edits,
finished making
make
your
sure to save your
edits,
drawing file.
make sure to save your drawing file.
To make your life easier, you
To
will
make your
want to
life easier,
assign
you
proper
will
name
want to
to the
assign proper
assemblies
name to the
so they
assemblies.
coincide with the corridor
So they
section types
coincide with the
that are
corridor
used in the
section types
intersection
that are
wizard.
used in the
To
intersection
do
wizard.
this, you
To
can
do
use the
this,
assembly
you can use
properties.
the
On
assembly
the information
properties.
tab,
On the information
specify a
tab,
name that is
specify
reflective
a name
of
that
the
is
corridor section
reflective
type,
of the corridor section type.
like through section.
Like
Do the
through
same for the
section, do the
secondary
same
sub
for the
assemblies.
secondary sub
For the
assemblies.
half sections,
For
change
the
out
half
the full
sections,
section
change
to
out the
half
full
section
section to
daylight
half
left.
section daylight
Copy
left.
this to your clipboard so you
Copy
can
this to your
paste it
clipboard
into the
so you can
other
paste it into
assemblies.
the other
Switch out the
assemblies.
left in the name
Switch
with
out
the
the
right.
left in the name with the
When you're
right.
all finished with the
When you're
assemblies,
all finished
make
with the
sure to save your
assemblies,
drawing file.
make sure to save your drawing file.